Albert Cory.
Yes.
Excited. I just interviewed Misty Kerrigan, and I have to tell you, it's so great to be able to do this live,
Oh, yes.
especially when we're on calls multiple times a week together.
I'm so used to, by the way, if you're watching this, I've seen her 3 times a week in that little Zoom box. And it even gets crazier because there's more than, sometimes I see her with just 3. So I get to see her amazing face. But most of the time, it's a huge group session that I see in a, I just barely get to see her teeth. The box is so small. There's so many people on it.
That's right. So for the audience, if you're not watching this, you're just listening. We are recording this live at the Chicago Marriott Northwest. We are at Bill Walsh's Ultimate Wealth Camp. It is incredible. Albert just spoke on stage. You have had an amazing career and you have provide such an amazing service to people, but tell everybody your backstory. Like, how did you,
Sorry.
and then go into what you do.
So my backstory was, my parents had a small business, motels in the Miami area. And as a Lebanese kid, and I was 24, couldn't get a job, so I was working with them. So, I mean, I was always getting, I didn't even quote unquote getting paid. I collected all the money. If I want to buy a car, just go on vacation. The money was on the top. Buy whatever I wanted. That's just how the Lebanese families did it. Till one day, mom comes up to me, goes, Albert, yeah, mom, go get your checkbook. Why? You owe the IRS. I go, huh? Who? Yeah, you got to give money to the government. Huh? Well, that put me on a mission. It's so funny. 3 days later, I saw an ad in H&R Block to go take the class. And that was 147,000 returns ago.
Wow.
All because my mom told me how you could be just one moment in your life can change everything. And that was the moment.
Wow. That you decided, well, because that's kind of what you do with your clients, is that's how you make your clients really happy.
Yes. Yes.
Is you help them so that they're saving money on their tax
Right.
returns.
But in 1984, I didn't know anything. But what I'm trying to get at, just that one moment in life changed everything.
Yeah, you say 1984. And I think, wow, I graduated from high school in 83. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like 40 years ago. Like,
Right.
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I'm 63. I walk by my high school every day. Old is when you go by the high school and you realize, oh, that's been like 40 something years.
Yeah.
Since I graduated in 78. How's that for being an old bag? You're just a young child.
Yes, I guess compared to your, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, it still is like eye-opening when you realize it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So did you say you've done 147,000 tax returns?
Oh, yeah.
That's just like mind-boggling.
In one office.
In one office. And how many do you process every year?
We this year did, as of as of June 1st, maybe, before last time I checked, we did 3,800.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to talk about how you can save people money on their taxes. But a lot of what I talk about on this podcast with entrepreneurs is, to be able to give those golden nuggets to other people, because what you're doing, it's incredibly stressful.
Not really.
But see, and that's what I want. I want you to give your perspective on that and how people can, because like for most people doing a tax return, you're just sweating bullets, right? And now you're preparing them and your clients are counting on you and all of that. So how do you flip that so that it's not a stressful situation for you?
Because you know me long enough. It's just, I'm not a stuck-up old man. I make them laugh. I'll ask you about your dog, your cat. I'll make, sometimes that could get me into trouble. But I try to, like you're doing now, I make you feel good. See, the rule of success, what I will coach any small business owner, it's simple. It's the Lebanese way, how they made millions. My dad and his whole generation left their country with a suitcase.
Mm.
My dad would say two pants, 3 underwears, 3 socks, and a pair of shoes. And they went all over the world from the village we're from in North Lebanon, and they all became multi-million heirs. And these people can't read or write, but they have something that business owners gotta have. They have to have the determination, and they gotta make people feel good. And those are the keys. I can beat any business at any time if you do those 2 things. Make people feel good and determination, and Walmart will never be a threat. And to show you what I talk my talk, I'm in an industry that there's a tax office in every other corner. There's TurboTax that advertises millions of dollars, H&R Block, but I kicked their butts. They literally came twice and kicked me out of 2 stores because I didn't have an exclusive. This was way back in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
They said I was taking their customers. When they're dead, I'm busy for the same logic.
Right.
That's the simple success. Make you feel good, and they'll always pay you. They will not leave you.
And Misty was just saying on stage and on the podcast, which is, I don't know what order these are going to be released, but people buy from people they know, like, and trust.
Right. I mean, I can tell you a story that I think was hilarious.
Please tell.
Okay. How making somebody feel good is the way you can make money and just, become the king of your business. So here's what happened. I had some customer who came for years. It was she said it was a rainy day, April 15th. She lived about 30 minutes from the office, had to drive down.
Mm-hmm.
So she went to some Pakistani guy with her kid, 2-year-old. The kid starts crying, and the guy says, "Come back when your kid stops crying." Now, in my office, you can listen, people bought pork belly pigs, my kids, you can write on my wall. You bring your dog, you bring your cats. I don't care. We love people. It doesn't matter. I mean, my kids want to write on my walls? I don't care. You want to watch Porky Pig or Picky Pig? I mean, I'll put it on one of my monitors and you can watch it. I don't care.
Yeah, you are very laid back, because I know we've been on calls and he's like in the middle of doing a talk. It's like, oh, sorry, I got to go. I got a client.
But that's the trick. That's how you can beat Walmart, Kmart. Well, you can beat everybody with that. Simple. When's the last TurboTax answered your question?
Yeah.
I mean, you go to Walmart, they're not going to say, the only person who says hi to you is the greeter. After that, nobody doesn't say nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the trick.
Love it.
Simple trick.
Love it. All right. So let's get to what are just a couple of simple things that people can do to save money on their taxes.
Simplest way is to know. That's what I talked about a couple of minutes ago, is to know the dates. By the way, this works in anything, whether you pay your credit cards or you pay your bills. You got to know the dates. I don't know about you, but it's pretty sad when you got to give Amex $40 because you forgot the date. Why should you have to give, you late, you got to pay, don't get me wrong. But if you had to pay a little attention and you paid it on time, that's $40 in your pockets.
Yep.
For nothing. And, do you know how many people come to my office that they're just plain stupid? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But they open it up themselves and then they don't know the dates to pay the state fees, or they don't know the dates to do the corporation, the dates from the IRS, and they owe money. Oh, I didn't know. Well, that's why you did it yourself. But you save money by knowing the dates instantly.
Right. Because if you have a business and you're doing quarterly taxes, if you don't pay them in that quarter on time, you'll get charged fees.
But I got one even better. Just make sure you file your tax returns on, if it's September, it's March 15th for businesses, but There is not nobody in the planet. If they're semi-business, you'll get your business tax return done on March 15th. Because these people are so busy doing all kinds of other stuff, it's not going to get done.
Right.
So you're going to pay a late fee. For what? So if you would have called our office and say, hey, can you file an extension? It will be done. And then you got till September 15th. And
Yeah.
you'll save money. And the same thing happens. I know you're in Virginia. The same thing happens with when you have to. I mean, the dumbest thing I see in Florida is, the corporations are due on May 1st, but I tell people you have to pay it by April 28th. April 28th, if you have an LLC, is $135, $138. May 1st, it's $550.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That's crazy.
No, but you understand, it's easiest way. You don't need no accountant. You don't need, Einstein theory, a downtown accounting firm to teach you that.
Yeah.
That's one of the simplest ways. You save money instantly.
Wow. Love it. How can people find you and learn about your services?
We came up with a new system now. If you go to Albert C360, you see everything Albert, and you'll get a free gift there.
Oh, what is a free gift?
The free gift, as of this recording, it's going to be changed. We'll have a presentation, but as of this recording, it's going to be we got a checklist. Soon it's going to be. I recorded it. I didn't put it up. I didn't change the link because we came here. I mean, I went to Australia and I came here, so I didn't get a chance to change the link to a full presentation. But if you go to Albert C360, you get everything Albert.
Fantastic. Albert, thank you so much. Thank you for those words of wisdom to all the listeners.
Sure.
And yeah, check him out. He's going to save your money for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody that listened today.